Hello all! Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. Happy 2019 again. Can you believe we are already into the second week? This is January 14th. Where does the time go? It just flies by. Welcome to the weekly Dream Team guidance for January 14th. Let's see what our Dream Teams have to say to us this week. What do we have in store? What do we need to consider? And I want to invite in Divine Spirit, Mother Earth, powers that be in the universe, all the archangels, all the ascended masters, our highest guides, creature teachers, elementals, and loved ones in spirit. Which deck are we going to pull from? Ooh, I am really drawn to the Shadowscapes deck today. So it's a purple day on the deck. Ooh, and a card just flew out. All right, the deck matches my shirt. Everything in my world is purple. Go figure that one out. So our Dream Teams really wanted us to know about the sun. The sun is all about truth. The sun is about happiness. I'm really hearing the message here that this is what we want to seek this week. This is what we want to see in everything that we do and everyone that we meet and greet. When you think about the sun and its rays, it gives us light, it gives us life. The plants cannot grow without the sunlight, photosynthesis and all that jazz. What I'm hearing though here is it's more about the rays of the sun shining a light on each of our lives, giving us life. And what I'm feeling here is it's really important for us this week to pay attention to truth. Truth versus untruth. The phrase, the truth will set you free. That is so true. It's about knowledge. Knowledge is power. And oftentimes we like to bury our heads in the sand. Sometimes the truth hurts. We're afraid to know the truth. But really, when we have all of the information laid out before us, the good, the bad, and the ugly, then we have more options. We have more choices in how we're going to move forward from whatever the situation is, or the relationship is, or the environment that is causing us grief, or maybe it's a positive thing and we want to know how to move forward. So the message here is, what is your truth this week? Asking yourself that question in everything that you're doing. I'm also getting a bit of a download here about, I think this is the second week in a row that we're getting this, work-related stuff. So what you do for your financial means. I'm feeling that there's going to be a little bit of upheaval this week. Don't panic. The things are going to be exposed. It needs to be exposed. It needs to come to the light and be seen, because what we have not seen up to this point is harming us. It's there for our greater good. It's there to help us move forward. And I'm really feeling like this is a situation where it's going to affect a lot of us. Feels almost like a stock market situation, or where you've invested your money. So I do feel that there's going to be a shakeup this week, some upheaval. Again, don't panic. Shine the light of truth on the situation and recognize that even when the truth is something that you weren't expecting, or something that you're really not happy about, at least you have the knowledge so you know how to move on from there. I'm also feeling that in the relationship realm, when we're talking about truth, I'm feeling that it's really important for all of us, each and every one of us, to be very truthful and honest with our partners. No matter what the situation is, it's important to be true, because to be truthful, because it's affecting us. It's not just about the other person. And I know many people often will hold back because they're afraid of hurting the other person. But really what's happening is you're still hurting the other person on an energetic level. They feel it, they know it. And from your perspective, you're keeping things inside. And when we keep things inside that isn't good for us, it festers. And eventually it's going to come out. And wouldn't you rather it come out where you have some say, some control? And I put control in air quotes because really what can we control? But you have some say in how the information is revealed versus it coming out when you least expect it, and therefore you're not able to really be thoughtful about how you're being truthful and honest about how you're feeling, or about what a situation that came up, or about something that you really want to do and want to share with that other person, or maybe you want to do it and you don't want to share it with that person. So truth. What is your truth this week? That's very important. All right, and then I felt very strongly that I needed to do Keepers of the Light. The Keepers of the Light deck, Kyle Gray. For those of you who watch this on a regular basis, you know that this is one of my favorite decks. So let's see what the message is regarding, so we're talking about truth. Truth is important. Oh, and one just popped out here. Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. This makes so much sense when we're talking about the Truth card. It really is about recognizing that we are safe. We are protected. When you do speak your truth, no, it's not necessarily something that somebody else is going to be pleased about hearing. You may not get the ideal outcome that you're hoping for, but you're always going to get what you need. And the most important word here on this card is trust. Trust the universe. Trust your dream team. Trust those angels. Trust the ascended masters. They have the bigger picture. They have the broader picture. They are seeing it from the eagle eye perspective. We're down here looking at everything from this perspective. And when we look up, everything looks so ginormous and everything here looks so small. There is always method to the madness. There's always a reason. Life doesn't happen to us. It happens through us and for us. So when you're running into this issue of what is my truth, speaking my truth and sharing that with someone that I love, or, someone that I don't love, that I'm trying to love, whatever it happens to be, speaking your truth about a situation that you're unhappy with, that you're trying to create change, pay attention to, I am safe, I am protected, and there is something bigger than the both of us. It's bigger than the both of us. So there's something bigger going on. There's a higher purpose to it all. We don't always know. We don't always need to know what that higher purpose is. We just need to trust. Also, I'm really drawn to the cords are being cut. So if you are sort of a hoopty-floop like me, or you're very much into the metaphysical, this is probably a term that you recognize, cords being cut. This is emotional cords. This is energetic cords. This is, every time we have an interaction with someone, we create a cord and a bond. Some of those cords and bonds, they serve their purpose and then they dissolve when they're done. And other cords have a sort of a pull. They don't get cut right away, or they don't get cut naturally. This can be very strongly in relationships. So mother-daughter, father-daughter, father-son, father-daughter, definitely love relationships, friendships. You're creating these emotional cords, and it's like from your heart to their heart in order to connect. Sometimes it's from your gut to their gut. Oftentimes it connects to wounds. And oftentimes that is what happens in relationships, is the wounds of each other, of one another, are being triggered. So cords are being cut. It's okay to let things fall away, because you're ultimately looking at what your truth is. And what your truth is now may be different than what your truth was 6 months ago, or 2 years ago, or 2 weeks ago. So allow the light to be to shine onto what needs to really happen in order for your highest and best to occur this week. And know that you're protected. Those cords are being cut. And trust in the situation. They also talk here, Green Tara talks about move beyond limitation. I'm feeling like this week, limitation is not going to really be the big issue. It's more about the releasing of those cords and the trust. That's the energy that I'm getting around this week. So what is your truth? And recognizing that you're protected while you speak your truth, and that what's happening for you is you are cutting cords that you no longer need. Cords that aren't serving you, cords that are perhaps draining your energy, taking things from you that you need in order to be able to move forward into what it is that you're really trying to seek. on a global level, I'm also hearing about cord cutting. So I'm feeling like there's going to be a lot of disruption, is the word that I would use. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like UN kind of stuff, government stuff, where we're actually cutting ties, cutting cords. Let's not panic about it too much. Some of the cords that we're cutting and the ties that we're cutting, it feels like it needs to happen because it was built on, those cords were established on old information, old intel, old ways of being. This week, this is new energy, and it's time for us to bring in the new. So lots of interesting things going to be happening this week. And let's pull a feather and see what our angels have to say. Oh, I'm drawn to this one here, the green. So the green feather, so we'll talk about green in a second, support. So again, very similar to the green Tara message, supreme protection. You're protected, you're also supported in the choices that you're making. And interesting that we get green Tara, and I was drawn to the green feather as well. Green is the heart chakra, healing, healer, healed. And the word that stands out to me right now is healing. We are in a space this week where we're in the process of healing. I feel that there's healing occurring within on the the low level in our relationships, in the dynamics that we live in every day, the mundane world. And there's also healing going on within the state, each of our states or our cities or our provinces. And then next level up is our countries, some healing occurring in our countries. I'm feeling a shift, a definite shift towards focusing more on healing energy with people rather than trying to heal corporations and things that don't want to be healed, things that are systems that are in power. That's not what it's about. This is power to the people. This is healing through the heart. So I'm really feeling like speaking your truth, speaking it from the heart, knowing that you're protected when you're speaking from the heart. So lots of green. If you have to, if you're a color person, focus on green this week. Green is really important. Wear some extra green, maybe buy some fun green underwear in case you don't like wearing green out there. Get some green jewelry. Maybe eat more greens throughout the week, but I'm feeling like acknowledging the green this week seems to be a bit of a ritual, a way of honoring the heart, honoring the healing, supporting the healing that is happening in the world today and happening in your life. So focus on the healing, the supportive healing energy. Very, very cool reading today. Oh, and the feather does not want to. There we go. The feather doesn't want to stay. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Very interesting guidance coming through for this week. I know I'm anxious for how things are going to pan out as well. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. Check out my website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com. Also my Facebook page, The Black Feather Intuitive. If you like what you see here, please feel free to like my YouTube channel. I love to post different things on here. And one more quick thing, I'm doing a Your Year in Preview, which is very exciting. Limited time only. You've got another 2 weeks. I still have some spots available, not many, but I do have some spots available. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to lay out your entire 2019 year and see where you're going. Gives you a lot of guidance and a lot of information so that you have some clarity around choices that you're making. You can see what's coming up for you. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to reach out and book. It's only $100. So it's a steal of a deal, and it's only being offered until January 31st, and then it goes away. If you do have a situation in your life where you have specific questions about something that's going on for you, also feel free to reach out, book a reading. This is what I do. I tune into the Dream Team and I give you exactly the guidance and information that you're seeking. Let that Dream Team speak through me directly to you, directly to your heart. Have a wonderful week, guys. Take care. We'll see you next week.